various industry associations and councils. His training programs are accredited by Institute of Certified Management Accountants, Australia. He has developed finance programs that are taught to MBA students in Australia. He teaches the same at University of Canberra, Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, Torrens University and Insight Academy of Entrepreneurship, Australia. He is currently National Treasurer of Professional Speakers, Australia. He is the proud owner of 6 failed businesses, which he would like to talk about himself, I guess. He now offers a unique software tool through his new venture, Beehive Analytics Private Limited, that is exclusively developed to assist the top decision makers to make informed, profitable business decisions based on facts and not mere assumptions. Chinmay's book, Fundamentals of Financial Statements, is Amazon's best seller. Over to you, Chinmay.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Master of Ceremony Asita Devangi. Well, I wrote that introduction, so yeah. Namaskar ellarigu, good evening, respected dignitaries on the dais, all the dignitaries in the audience, and most importantly, the amazing aspiring entrepreneurs. First of all, I would like to thank FKCCI for having this event not on Zoom, but in this auditorium. Simply because this afternoon when I was getting ready, I was ironing the clothes and my wife is like, why are you wearing a pant? I'm like, I'm going to a meeting. But in the last 1 year, I've never seen you wearing a formal pant. I said, this is not a Zoom meeting, this is a live event that's going to happen in the auditorium of FKCCI. She said, oh, so does it mean, of course she asked me what Manthan is all about, I explained in my own way, and she said, do you think students will really attend? I said, you know what, I believe any student will not attend. Only that student who have got that entrepreneurial spirit, who wants to be that aspiring entrepreneur will attend, because that is what entrepreneurship is. Irrespective of what's happening in the external world, they make things happen. What do you want to say? 2006, I graduated as an engineer, civil engineer. Do not ask me why I became an engineer. In India, there's a funny saying. First you become engineers and then you ask, what am I supposed to do in life? Same thing. Father is an electrical engineer, brother is a mechanical engineer, most of my friends in the neighborhood, info science engineer, computer science engineer, electronics engineer. So I was like, I felt left out. No monkeys see, monkeys do, even I became an engineer. Worked as a site engineer for a while and realized this is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. Somewhere I knew I wanted to do something on my own. Coming from a family business, I always wanted to have something on my own, but I was not sure what. So someone said, do MBA. So I went to Australia in 2007 at Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, which is the first university that started back in 1860s in Australia. I did my MBA. 2008 I graduated, I came back, and I thought having MBA next to my name, I can run a successful business. And I had a business idea. And I shared that business idea with a very good friend of mine who had absolutely no business acumen. I told him this is what I want to do and so on and so forth. And this is what he said, Chinmay, you want to start a business without experience? And those days, the word startup was not that very common. I said, yes, I want to do it. Do you know how many businesses fail in the very first year? Even today, if you look at statistics, it says 90% of the startups fail in the first 3 to 5 years. So I was a bit demotivated. Should I start? Should I go and find a job? Should I ask my father, which was like the last option? Fortunately, I've been really lucky, I've been really fortunate to have a lot of business mentors, a lot of business coaches, a lot of professors who are my well-wishers. So now and then, I keep bouncing ideas with them. And one of my guru, Apuresh Acharya, who is 85 now, he was the trainer at Dale Carnegie's Institute. called him up, I met him, some of you might know, and you know how Aparesh is. He said, young man, every baby, when it tries to stand while it was calling, when it tries to stand on its feet for the first time, do you think it will succeed? I said, no. Then can you say statistics says every baby fails for the first time, so no baby should ever try. What do you think might happen? So he gave me that push, and I started my first venture, which did not work out the way I expected. And again I was thinking, should I continue, should I not continue? And again Aparesh said, have you ever seen a baby succeeding the second time, third time? So it will try again and again and again until it finds its balance. So yes, that is how my entrepreneurial journey started, where I kind of failed in 6 startup ventures. So what I learned at that stage by one of my mentors is, he said, fail fast, fail often. If you want to double your chances of succeeding, then double the mistakes that you would want to do otherwise, because that is how you're going to learn, that is how you're going to find that balance. However, there is one more critical thing. The last venture that I started was in tire recycling. You know, all the automobile tires, you can extract through pyrolysis process some carbon powder which can be used in dye industry, some oil that can be used as a replacement for diesel in manufacturing. So I met this scientist, Indian born, who is in US, and I started this venture. One of my uncle, who is a bachelor, my father's elder brother, he never got married, wise man I suppose. Anyway, he had this ancestral property, and he tied up with a builder, built a huge apartment and said, Chinmay, you're like my son, I would like to gift you a flat. Immediately I sold that flat for 25 lakhs. I had my 5 lakh savings. I borrowed another 10 lakhs personal loan with 12 or 14% interest and ventured into the 6th startup. More than losing that 25 lakhs or plus 5 lakhs, it was this 10 lakhs, because money never sleeps. It took me 4 years to again come back from minus to zero. So to all the aspiring entrepreneurs, the tip I would like to share with you is, yes, fail fast. Yes, fail often. The third thing is very critical. Fail cheap. It is in James Bond movie that we see Bond walking into this casino and saying that all in. But entrepreneurship shouldn't be a gambler's approach. We need business plan, we need strategy, but most importantly, we need common sense, which is not very common. Back in 2015, when I was in Australia, I also participated, something very similar, but not a business plan competition. It was through an association called as Professional Speakers Association. This is an association for people who are making a living out of speaking. So best of the best speakers around the world are members. And they had this scholarship for someone who is an aspiring professional speaker. Long story short, I submitted my application out of hundreds of them. Fortunately, in fact, till date, I'm the only Indian to have won it. And many people said, Chinmay, okay, thank you. I think my 10 minutes is not up. Anyway. And one of my friends said, hey, Chinmay, I think you're really lucky. But one thing I know about luck, again from Aparesh, he said, definition of luck is your preparedness to the passing by opportunity. I repeat, your preparedness to the passing by opportunity, that meeting point is luck. What is under our control is our preparedness. Opportunities are everywhere. We just have to open up and see and observe. Here at FKCCI, through this month and initiative, they are giving you an opportunity. The question is, are you prepared to grab that opportunity? As I said, I've been really fortunate to have many mentors in my life. One of them is a senior professor at Harvard who teaches finance. And recently I was having a conversation with him, and this is what he said. He has more than 42 years of experience. He said, the startup ecosystem in India today, is very similar to how it was back in 1980s in United States of America. So the kind of angel funding, the kind of venture capitalists, the kind of all the funding that is happening in the startup, just imagine the opportunity and how it is going to be 5, 10, 15 years from now. There is a huge opportunity in tier 2, tier 3 cities. As you know, India is growing. Grab that opportunity. Tap into that opportunity. As KP Nagesh sir said, be that person who is not just a job seeker, but a job giver. You have it in you. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಗುರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂದೆ ಗುರು ಇರಬೇಕು. Again in month they give you mentors, they give you gurus. The question is, are you ready to grab that opportunity? Finally, I would like to say, fail fast, fail often, fail cheap, create your own luck. I wish each and every aspiring entrepreneur success, profitability, and above all, surplus cash flow. Over to Asita Devanji. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinmayananda. That was a very inspiring story of yours. Very interestingly narrated is what I would like to say. I'm told